Zuko. WoWZuko? I love you, man. Great content. Love your content. Amazing. Recent video, though, little issue. You said Totemic was elemental resto? I don't think so. However, I do think you're on something when you said Vesper Totem, or like a totem in which the shaman will now like use, that's like in conjunction for the hero talent thing coming out. I agree 100%. However, what you showed, it's not elemental resto. 100% enhance resto. Understand this. Pretty easy to think about. Shamans, enhance with shamans, history of using totems to enhance. The talent tree used to have a increase of stats for strength of earth, stone skin totem, and all the other stuff. That was the thing about enhancement. You using your totems to enhance other people. That was the gameplay of original. Sorry, my dog is sleeping. Kirby, you okay, buddy? He's an old dog. He's 18. And he's fine. But here's my little shtick for Totemic. And you know what? You did a good job. Vesper Totem, great. Totemic doesn't sound like, it sounds like more like I know they're not gonna do a support. But like support-ish, like offhand support kind of thing. Look, this is my idea. I want to make it so like Totemic's like a support-ish thing where you pop a totem down and for a period of time you can enhance your own abilities, but a portion of that is also given to other. One second. Sorry about that. All right. What was I talking about? Yes, I'm better than you. I'm kidding. I mean, I have been a shaman player since 2006. Just saying. You know. Anyways. If you may, I would like to present my idea for what Totemic could be. I mean, both of us are completely wrong. We have no idea. We don't work for World of Warcraft. We don't work for Team 2, I think it is. Yeah. And I mean, not from lack of trying personally on my part, but anyways, yeah. So this is what I would present. 100% Totemics are getting a totem that they're going to interact with for the kit, for the hero talents. 100%. No questions asked. My idea, though, is Totem of Ages, where you place this down for about 30 seconds, and depending on what abilities you use, would basically Totem of Ages by itself does nothing. If you put it down, you do nothing. It does nothing. It's just a totem. Yeah, whatever. However, if your enhancement and you Storm Strike while this is out, you gain 3% haste up to 5 times, and you give about 50% of that to your, or 20% of that, I put that down for balance reasons, but whatever balance they do for it, but a percentage of it to your group. So you could do a build where, how do you say it? You could do a build where you're mostly Storm Striking, and that'll increase the haste of everyone yourself. Basically, you're doing more of what you're supposed to be doing. Haste, for Storm Strike builds, Lightning Storm Strike, to haste. Great. When you Lava Lash, you increase the mastery of everyone, including yourself too. And that's also kind of a benefit of like, if you're in the elemental Lava Lash build, whole thing about it, more mastery, the better. So it just makes you better in the enhancement tree. And then, if you're rested though, when you Riptide Chain Heal, it does different things. Riptide, the thing now pops little bubbles, little shield bubbles on everyone. Because I can't think of another like regularly used thing to do for the totem. And Chain Heal, well, of course, just give everyone like secondary resources back or something like that. I don't know. But definitely Riptide gives everyone crit, and yourself crit, and Chain Heal gives everyone versatility, and so on and so forth. I also was like thinking, that's kind of boring. Like, that's okay. You put it down, you do your regular rotation. It was like, whatever. But I thought, wait, hold on. What if, whenever you lightning bolt, because both of them can lightning bolt, both of them have lightning bolt, not in the rotation, but they do lightning bolt a lot. What if when you lightning bolt, you increase the speed of your pulses for a short period of time? Like, let's say you lightning bolt, and in the next 2-3 seconds, it pulses faster. So then, like, the damage caused from Sword Strike and the damage caused from Lava Strike buff when it turns into... Oh, right. Also, I want to make so, like, when you Storm Strike or Lava Lash, it kind of, like, adds an effect, a damaging effect to the totem, too. This might be too much. Honestly, it could just be the stat thing. But I think it's cool, like, when you lightning bolt for a couple seconds, it pulses faster. Like, get a surge of lightning. Like, it's super fast. Really cool idea. Because I also was like, okay, what if that lightning bolt thing consumes your thing, and then all your stats you got from there, whatever level it is, doubles? Think about it. Your rotation is dependent. If it's pretty cool, you're dependent on hitting 5 lightning bolts at a certain time. Or you can just have it up and like, everyone passively gets like a crazy amount for a couple seconds, but also consumes it, so you don't have the full 30 seconds. But high skill cap means like right before 30 seconds, hit your last lightning bolt, destroys, and for like 4 seconds more, you have after destroy 5 minus 1 there. It does all double stats for about 4 more seconds. That's cool. Or because it's everyone loves Primordial Wave, which I believe is turning into Elemental Wave next week or something like that. I don't know. Basically, I just want to make it so like when you do it, when you resto, it gains the haste and mastery from the other thing. If you're enhanced, it gains crit reverse. Like that'll be the thing. Either you focus on this burst amount of stats, or you focus on having all stats. Like that's a cool like trade-off thing. Since you're lightning damage, cool, super easy ones. Dealing danger damage reduces the cooldown of your charms by 2%. None of these have to be super complicated. A lot of these would just be really simple. But for me, I'm thinking that's gonna be the simplest I'm gonna make it. Sort of. The rest are pretty simple in like word usage, but pretty cool in like usage. For instance, that's easy. Poison Cleanse Totem now cures all elements. Poison, disease, magic bleed. That's probably going to be in there. However, I was thinking, okay, basically what we're going to be doing is enhancing totems. All the support, all the utility stuff that you get. All right, let's add some more utility to the utility. That's your Totemic, man. That's Totemic. I realized I'm talking the wrong part of this thing the entire time. Hopefully it catches good enough for yes, whatever. Anyways, basically making, okay, everyone gets Capacity Totem. How about but sometimes Capacity Totem doesn't hit. So when I make Totemic mean do where when you pop down Capacity Totem, everyone in the area gets this little like static like lasso in between each other, and they can't move away from each other, type of thing. Not from like the center. Like for instance, if they all move in a group, they can all just move in a group, but they can't move like away from each other, type of thing. So you still have to plan, but not plan too much. Basically, it's like you won't have mobs like jumping on. Basically, will be pulled back into the area to whatever the closest the person to the group is. Cool idea. Second, Healing Stream Tome now casts Chain Heal. It's an old Shadowlands legendary effect. Pretty cool. Bring it back. I had an idea about Earth Grab Totem and Windrush Totem. Having Windrush Totem having 2 charges, pretty good. You can actually do this further, and there's more chances to activate it than what's it called? Bestial Roar? What it is? Whatever. Second one, a longer earth grab. Just earth grab. When it expires, burrows underground, causes a puddle of roots that slows things 50%. Pretty cool, huh? Next, we got good old Hex Totem. This actually used to be a totem that used to exist. It would just hex things in AoE. It was the Shaman version of Mass Polymorph. That's it. Next, I did want to add one more. Apparently, you can add up to 2 active abilities in the hero talents, I guess. I want to do Flare Totem because it's something at the very end about having like a fire totem to use. Basically, it's the damage version of Cloudburst Totem. And then big damage. Timing it well is good. It's kind of like the Breath of Eon sub situation, but specific for shamans. It's fun. Here's the cool part. I'm like, all right, what's a cool thing for Totemic to do? What would be a cool thing? What if all totems have a 60-yard range? But hey, John Paul, that sounds boring. Does it? You now have a 60-yard range Capacitor Totem, 60-yard range Earth Grab Totem and Wind Rush Totem, 60-yard range Hex Totem, and so on and so forth. You can do some funky things with that. The second one, what if totems followed you? I had an idea. I was kind of like making like, they just kind of like, I don't know, followed you by like, you know, going down the ground, just kind of like stationary, just do. But I'm like, nah, that looks silly. Why don't totems become elementals? Little tiny elementals that don't attack, but they do their effects. But they follow you around. It's kind of cool. Basically, you don't have to put down Totemic projection, but I mean, who really does that? Besides for some elemental shamans, now that I think about it. Oh, there's some resto shamans too, when I think about it. But that's the point. I mean, it's enhancement resto. You can choose that for resto. Choose the element for enhancement. And then I thought, okay, whoops. Then I thought, okay, Totemics, the whole, back in the day, each totem used to have a type, and they still do. You know, wind totem, earth totem, fire totem, water totem. But that doesn't really care. No one cares about that anymore. What if you did? What if, depending on the type of totem you place down, you get a type of buff to yourself, minor one. But if you have all 4 down, your healing and damage increase by 10%. We have fire totem down, which will be this one because enhancement and resto do not have a fire totem. Only elemental does, I believe. Yep. Increase damage by 6%. Wind tone, increase movement speed by 6%. Healing by 6%. And reduce damage by 6%. Basic whatevers. But we have all 4 down, meaning you had to put some utility tones down just for fun. You get that 10% increased damage while they're up. Kind of cool. Did I skip anything? No, I don't think so. Yeah, but that is my idea. I mean, obviously it's not true. That's not what's going to happen. There's no way in hell. But yeah, this is my thing towards Totemic. Zuko, I loved your idea. It most likely will be a Vesper Totem. I don't think it's going to be elemental though, because enhancement has always been in the past up until I think I want to say Legion. Searing Totem went out of style in Commitment Area. You had that cool thing where you had the Searing Totem down, and every couple of hits Searing Totem increases your Lava Lash damage. I believe that was Mista Pandaria. So since Warlords are Draenor, I believe, Enhanced Shamans haven't really used many totems. And Elemental never really used totems. I mean, they did. They would use Wrath of Air Totem and Searing Totem, but it wasn't really what they were all about. They were mostly along the lines of the history of WoW. Elemental Shaman was always about, which I'm assuming is what's going to be the Storm hero talent tree, which is going to be like your lightning shield does stuff, right? I mean, it's probably go back to what it was like, where every so many lightning bolts, you explode into, you get an additional thing where like you spend charges. Actually, Enhancement Shaman had that too. Enhancement Shaman had that, I think both at both different times. Elemental Shaman and Enhancement Shaman had times where they just kind of expended lightning shield charges and it does extra damage. I don't know. Anyways, this is why for one of my first videos doing like this. It'd be really cool if you guys like this or not. I don't know. I do make games. Right now I'm making a game for the Pirate Software game jam. It's gonna be really cool. Look out for that. But yeah. All right. Bye, everyone.